I welcome you to this beautiful event with a chant that was written by Makana Garma. Makana was born and raised on the west side of Kauai at, wasn't Kamakani, was the next one, Pakala, yeah? And Makana went to school at Waimea High School. And when he graduated, he went on to University of Hawaii. Does he have any relatives here today, Makana Garma? Maikai. Because when he went to University of Hawaii, afterwards he went to Kamehameha School. And at Kamehameha School, he would come home to Kauai and do workshops for us here. Makana was one of my youngest hula brothers when I came home 30-something years ago. We would meet at Roselle Bailey's house on, Olakeli Drive, Manager's Row on Olakeli Drive, the first house on the left. Mr. Bailey worked for the sugar plantation, and his wife, Roselle Lindsay Bailey, was a kumuhula. And there was someone else here just a minute ago who is in that halau. Wonderful to see you. So this chant was written by Makana Garma. It speaks of the sun that rises at Hikinakala in Wailua, and it goes like this. Ea e kalama kahikina, kahiki mai aloha kupuna e, kukali ai kali avaikini, waiale hale molale e, eia e na puale mokihana, kama vai lua lani ua vehi e, he vehi ke ia aloha e, aloha ku ne hana ue, aloha no, aloha e, mano kalani po, aloha e, aloha no, aloha e, mano kalani po, aloha e. It warms my heart so much to see these young ladies sitting there and beginning to mouth the words. And so I had to motion to them to come up and join me. Makana would be so happy. And what is your name?
Marlene Nishida.
Aloha. And yours?
Tiana Rita.
Oh, give them a hand. Thank you two very much. And, oh my God, I love that. Makana would love that. All right, let's get down to it over here. E hea I ke kanaka e komo māloko, e hanai aia hewa I kāwaha, e ia no ka ukulau ka leo, a he leo wale no ai. O mā kaukau. Ho'opuka e ka lama kahikina, me ka hua ka ihele no kumukahi, ha'amahina iwa me hi'iaka, me ka polaka I ka ulu vehi vehi, ne e mahina iwa ma ku'ualo, ma ke alo kapu o ke a iwa, o ino e ke kapu me na li'i. E ola mako a paulo ala e ala e ala e a ahi e hi e. Hey. All right, girls, work your spacing a little bit. Move a little bit left. Melelai, maikai, mahalo. All right. So the first hula that they're going to do for you is in honor of the fire goddess Pele, who created these islands. Ho'oma kaukau. Haiala o Pele I Hawaii ea, ke ha'amaila I maogele ea. Ai ala o pele I Hawaii ea, ke ha maila I maukele ea. Uhi uha mai ana ea, ke no mea e la ia puna ea. Uhi uha mai ana ea, ke no mea e la ia puna ea. Ka mea nani kai pali uli ea, ke puleloa e la ina pali ea. Ka mea nani kai pali uli ea, ke puleloa e la I ka pali ea. Aia ka palena I Maui ea, I know ka ulula au ea. Aia ka palena I Maui ea, I know ka ulula au ea. I he atau aila I ahi ea, I te ala nui laili anei ea. I he atau aila I ahi ea, I te ala nui laili anei ea. Aina ia mai ka puana ea, nohi I aka nohe I noa ea. Aina ia mai ka puana ea, nohi I aka nohe I noa ea. He ala ea, ai e. Ia ka I ka poli o peli, ai. So as many of you know, Hawaiian culture was passed down through chants and dance, because up until 1820, we did not have a written language. But once written language was introduced to us, it was grabbed, and there were more people in Hawaii who were literate at that time than any other place in the world. Most of our population could read and write. And as a result, there were more Hawaiian language newspapers. And today there is a resurgence in keeping the language alive. And I applaud all those of you who are doing so, who are working in the schools to perpetuate it, to learn it, and to keep singing it. This last weekend, I was in Honolulu for 2 days at an Office of Hawaiian Education statewide conference, and there were hundreds of people there at the convention hall. And it was so beautiful to hear all these younger generations speaking so fluently, going from English to Hawaiian and back and forth, and it was just wonderful. All right, the next dance the girls are going to do for you is Melelai. Heaha. Aiwaimea. Aiwaimea is a chant that was written to honor Queen Emma and her journey to the mountains of Kokee. We used to do this hula in the meadow at Kokee once a year, but with COVID, the AOA Emalani, that wonderful, wonderful hula festival in the meadow at Kokee, you know, with COVID, it closed down. And I support it coming back, but it takes the museum staff an awful lot of energy and time, and I'm not sure. Ho'oma'a kauka. Ai wai mea o ka lani lai, I ka uka o ai a hulu lai, o ka halawa o la lai, malui ka halela o koa lai. Ai wai mea o ka lani lai, I ka uka o ai a hulu lai, o ka halawa o la lai, malui ka halela o koa lai. Ita wai nana Kauhale alima loa lai, ho'okahi puhula hula lai, kanohona a e malani lai, ho'onoho noho ai ne kilai. Kauhale alima loa lai, ho'okahi puhula hula lai, kanohona a e malani lai. I taua i tā nana lai, pahe e ka i hona lai, nau e ana i te loa lai, kua nei ke kua lono lai. I taua i tā nana lai, pahe e ka i hona lai, nau e ana i te loa lai, kua nei ke kua lono lai. Huili hua o helo lai, mea aina ka wahine lai, alo anu o ka mauna lai, mauna anu o Lokahi lai. Huili hua o helo lai, mea aina ka wahine lai, alo anu o ka mauna lai, mauna anu o Lokahi lai. Aina mai ka puana lai, no e malani no hei no alai. Aina mai ka puana lai, no e malani no hei no alai. So to continue on with the story of Emalani, after her husband and her son died within a year of each other, it was a very sad time. And her brother-in-law recommended, King Kamehameha V recommended, I applaud you, because growing up, wherever we lived, we always had a garden. My mother would give me a salt and pepper shaker and tell me and my brothers, go outside, get your lunch, because the tomatoes were thick, the cucumbers were coming in, the green beans, everything. Keep your gardens growing. We can do it here. We have the land, we have the water, we have the sun. And so many places in the world, they are not as blessed as we are. So mahalo ke aku for this blessing. Ho'ma kaukau. Wonderful is Kauai in the calm. Mai ka I kaua I he molele kamali e. Mai ka I kaua I he molele kamali e. Aku pukela kela ke po o a o vai ale ale. Aku pukela kela ke po o a o vai ale ale. Malo elo e kala au, puli mai o kapalai. Malo elo e kala au, puli mai o kapalai. Oa la lua na hala o ha enda I gamakani. Oa la lua na hala o ha enda I gamakani. He o mai he kalandi, he ali he no lai. He o mai he kalandi, he ali he no lai e ala e ala e a ai e. All right. Angela, do I have enough time to introduce them? Do I have 2 minutes? All right. This is my first introduction. Please tell them your name
I'm Echo
and what grade are you in?
in 12th grade.
And what are your plans for the future?
I'm going to go to college and study psychology and performing arts.
This lady is right. All right. This one, your name
I'm Ely.
and what grade are you in?
I'm in 9th grade.
All right. So she's just starting out high school. Yay. Stick with it, girl. And this one,
I'm Malilai.
Melila Ibek, my ka'i. She is the granddaughter of my classmate, David Sproat. Yeah? Yay. What grade you in?
I'm in 12th.
Oh my gosh, you're a senior already. Shoot. Oh, they come in, they get so good and then they fly. But they have to fly. Love you, thank you. All right, name.
Hi, I'm Maylin,
And what grade are you in?
sophomore.
Okay, I've got a few more years with her. And you?
I'm Mika.
And what grade?
I'm in 9th grade.
Yay. Thank you, thank you. Jude,
I'm Maya.
go ahead.
I'm in 11th grade.
Super. So please give my girls a hand. And I close with this chant that speaks of, you want to do Oli Mahalo? Okay, we thank you all. Uhola'ia kamakaloala, uai ke alohala, kukaia kahaloala, pavehi mai na lehua, mai ko okuia kahalavaila, mahalo e na kua. Mahalo e na kupunala ea, mahalo me ke aloha la, mahalo me ke aloha la, mahalo. All right, ladies, go.
Thank you. A round of applause one last time for Napua Okamaile Island School Halau, led by Kumu Sabra Kauka. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just getting this beautiful Sunday afternoon started, and we are going to invite our next group of performers, a beautiful collection of musicians all the way from Kapa'a. I know, they're here just for you. And they will be performing here on the main stage, so I invite you, friends who are sitting in that far back region, come on closer. No one bites, I promise. It's all about good music and good vibes. We are here for the keiki, and we're honored to announce our friends here of Kapa'a Middle School Choir and Ukulele Band. They are led by Mary Lardizabal, and they are a great collection of beautiful students who just love music, who love to perform, who love to work together as a cohesive unit, and we are excited to watch their performance. And I'm sure you've seen them perform here on Kauai all around. I know they performed many times last year at events here on Kauai, and they continue to do so. So we're very excited for them. They also will be representing Kauai at the World Stride Music Festival on Oahu on March 24th. It's been 3 years in the making. A round of applause as they will be representing Kauai at the beautiful World Stride Music Festival. Are you guys feeling good? Are you feeling ready? You excited? You excited? Yeah, I knew it. They're super, super excited. And of course, we're getting them set. The conductor, the leader of the pack is Mary Lardizabal. She is an incredible individual. Let's give a round of applause for Mary Lardizabal and her beautiful choir and ukulele band here for you on your La Pule on this beautiful Sunday, as we are here to celebrate and honor our beautiful kids and make this a fantastic Sunday afternoon. As they are getting set, I invite you to, explore. We have a great collection of vendors here for you, for the kids. We got our Kauai Mental Health Advocates, HMSA. We got a whole variety. Haleopio over there. They be raising their hands. We got Girl Scouts over there. We got snacks over there. We got water. I mean, check it out. We're here for you. We're here for the kids. And we're going to have a lot of fun. When I get that beautiful thumbs up, then we will be set to go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kapa'a Middle School Choir and Ukulele Band here for you. A round of applause.
We do it island. send our hula dancers over to the main stage so they get a real feel of this. Awesome. I want to thank all of the organizers of this beautiful event, of course our sound men and our people that we can't do things, make them sound like this, right? They're amazing. And Jeremy, it's a blessing that you and I have known each other for years and we connected. Thank you for allowing us the privilege to be here with all of you today. I believe in this purpose and why we should be here. It's hard every day teaching and seeing what happens to our kids, especially when they get down to the very bottom. We're here to pick them up. And what better way than music, right? This is the best way of all. So I have taught at Kapaa Middle School for the past 27 years, and there is no way that the retirement word is in my vocabulary, the R word, I should say. But we have a purpose. We have a purpose for being here, and it starts with all of you, boys and girls, all of you. I have former students out here as well, and I thank you. Yeah, see, Mariano, right? My very first class, they made me great. Nah, just kidding. My very first class, you know, from 1994 at Kapaa High School, and I can't imagine doing anything else, but it's the music within. I teach these kids, love what you do, love your music, even if you don't like math class, even if you don't like the other friends sometimes, what friend choices you're making. Make a good choice. Use music as an outlet. So thank you, and it is spring break. Dedicated parents, dedicated families, thank you. Mahalo.
Aloha,
those back? Can I invite you to the stage? We're going to invite up Uncle Aldrine from Ukulele Underground. This is a surprise for the kids. I don't know if Paula Fuga's here, but I was really nervous knowing that we are doing, our theme song for the year is called Holo Kava'a. And she is featured in this song, of course, and I am like so excited to represent, after 3 long years, we're bringing this group of kids to the Honolulu World Strides Festival. So I've done this for 22 years, and of course I love having Aldrine in our class. It's been many years since we've done it, and I always thought he looked just like the kids. Doesn't he match really good? And congratulate him, he's like a new daddy again, so number 2 daughter, wonderful. So, you guys are really honored now, okay? Smile good, Holo Kava'a, D minor.
Mountain to the sea, the
Woo-hoo! I got it. Want to do Hanaho? Let's get a Hanaho one more time. Here we go. Hanaho! What was that? Hanaho! Ladies and gentlemen, Hanaho! Come on, let's hear it, let's hear it! Hanaho!
Anybody want to join them on the stage? Helion to Kauai and Koke'e. Sing along,
largest of all, thank you so much. Oh, what a joy, what a gift. And the beautiful hula girls. Oh, wow. Man, we are in for a treat, and I tell you, we are just getting things started. I'm gonna walk up onto this beautiful center stage here. Yes, as we welcome our next beautiful, talented individual. You know her as our council member. Yes, you do. But beyond that, she has been a servant to the youth for decades. She has been a teacher. She has been an administrator. She has done all that you can even think in that beautiful brain. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm so honored to announce council member Felicia Cowden. Let's give a round of applause. Is she on? Is she ready for action over there? Dream team of Kilohana. There we go.
I am on. Hey.
Have fun.
It is such an honor to be here. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you to all our beautiful, talented musicians and dancers and parents and people who are here to help. I want to correct one thing. I've never been an administrator. I had an alternative middle school. I've always been a little bit of a rebel. So very much, and we had surf and skate shops. But as your council member, as a person who was once a kid, who grew up through the whole thing that we all go through. Sometimes we get bullied, sometimes there's things that aren't so good. We get to learn and be able to use that skill. And what I really want you to know, all you kids, I'm going to speak from the government right now. You are wanted, we see you, we hear you, and we love you. You have no idea how important you are to us. We are waiting for you. We want to help you build your talents and blossom as beautifully as you possibly can. And all around this room, There are leaders and mentors and people who might have the talents that you want, whether it's anything from building to business, from arts to zero waste or the environment, aloha aina, any of it. So what you want is, if you're ever struggling, move away from what might be hurting and move towards what might be helping. And sometimes we all know screens can be mean. So turn the darn thing off if that is where you're getting some of the things that might be causing pressure. And we want you to live life vibrantly. We live in the Garden of Eden. This is one of the most beautiful places on this entire planet. So you are a child of God in the Garden of Eden, you know, so we really want you to know how loved and strong that you are. And so I want to mahalo all our great musicians that are here today, and they are going to want to be connecting with you too. So we've had Paula Fuga and Bronson Iwohi and Adriana Guerrero, and many other very, very talented people. So each one of you is filled with your own talents. One of the other things I've done is had surf and skate shops, and we've raised amazing life-saving people, amazing surfers, amazing people. And every one of them is just like you as they're beginning. So we love you, we honor you, and make sure you meet your people that you want to have build you up and help you share and build your dreams. Be empowered. Be lovely. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. A round of applause for Council Member Felicia Cowden. Yes. As we are getting set and ready, I'm very honored and excited to announce our performers for this beautiful La Pule afternoon. Here it is, all the way practicing in Waimea, of course, and taking the journey to Lihue. Here it is, Tsunami Taiko. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. Let's go.
All right, aloha everyone. Ooh, this sound system sounds great, right? Actually, the sound system is great. Woo, this is so fancy. All right, aloha everyone. I'm glad we brought some sunshine here to a very rainy morning. We are Tsunami Taiko. We are based out of Waimea. If you don't know where that is, it's about 38 to 45 minutes west. We practice at Waimea High School on Mondays. And we're a youth group, been around for about 30 plus years. I've been in it for about 21 myself, since I was whoever's in third grade, however old you are in third grade. You can do the math there. And then we have kids that I've taught, and then they're now teaching the group, aka Malia Okura here. So it's just giving back to the next person, pretty much giving back to their community. Community gives back, and it's like a nice chain of events that happens here. So I like to tell everyone when they first start at Tsunami Taiko, we promote pretty much a drug-free lifestyle, because there's no way that you can smoke and then do this, because you'll pass out on the drum, and we don't want to do any paperwork and fill out any casualties, so just don't smoke. That's it. The only things you're allowed to smoke is meat and salmon, and you have to share with me every time you do so. So that is the whole philosophy here that I've kind of adopted, promoting that kind of lifestyle for our kids on the west side. And it also gives them an artistic kind of outlet. If they're not playing any sports, this is an indoor kind of thing. If they're not playing any sports, they can come express themselves musically. And since the funding has been cut on the west side, especially for band and other music programs, that this is an outlet so we can harbor a little bit more musicians out on the west side, fill the island with a little bit more music. So we'll go into the history of Taiko, but these kids have been dying to play already. I talk a little too much sometimes. We'll go into the history about Taiko, and so we all can learn together. And next song that we're going to play for you folks is called Renshu. And Renshu talks about the thunderstorms. And again, we'll go back into the history of how songs are created. Thunderstorms in Japan, the lightning, the rain, thunder, pitter-patter on the roof, all of those elements combine into this one. So without further ado, this song is called Renshu, talking about thunderstorms. All right, so the history of Taiko is a very, very long one. So like Lexi and I in college, we'll give you the Spark Notes version of it, real, real summarized version. So taiko, the drum itself, the act of playing the drum, is really has a religious background in the Japanese culture. So it is meant to scare away all the evil spirits in your life, and it's meant to welcome in all the positive ones, because evil spirits don't like fun stuff and loud noises. So that's why in the Chinese New Year, it's kind of the same thing where you light all the firecrackers, make a big noise, scare away all the spirits. In the summertime on the island, the bon dance, the music, the dancing, smiling, laughing, it scares away all the evil spirits. So if you're sitting up close, and if we're doing our jobs correctly and we hit the drum correctly, you should feel a little bit of vibration in your chest or other extremities. That vibration is kind of believed to have all the evil spirits leaving you with haste because it doesn't like it. So that's meant to welcome in all the positive ones back into your life. So we hope that we give you some positivity today. We hope that we kind of help you audibly cleanse yourself. So this next song we're going to perform for you folks, it's called Honnen Daiko. And Honnen Daiko is a song talking about the rice farmers and paying homage to all the rice farmers, to, honoring their hard work, honoring the process that it takes. So a lot of the motions and the choreography is similar to that of a rice farmer. So I think they're all ready. Embody the rice farmer, farming, food sustainability, all that stuff. So we're here to play Honnen Daiko. Enjoy. All right, so a little bit more of what kind of you're hearing and seeing here So when you hear us yelling, that is pretty much what we call in martial arts, it's called a kiai. In taiko music, we call it a kakegoi, or both means to just yell. Yell from within. So this kakegoi that we're yelling, sometimes it's to yell at a specific person. Sometimes it's yelling at everybody to make sure that we're all on the same page. And sometimes it's yelling for encouragement. And for most times that you see, it's encouraging each other. So if I'm, kind of running out of breath here, I'm like slowly starting to taper off, and I start yelling, you're kind of asking for somebody to yell back at you to give you energy. So it's a shared energy here on stage. So that's what we're kind of doing here, and that's what you're kind of seeing. So this next song we're going to perform for you folks, it's called Daipo. And Daipo is a multi-drum song. We just learned this a few years ago. It is from the island of, Hawaii, the big island. And it comes from Puna Taiko, down south, where they have all the lava flows. In return, we shared a song with them because in all this Taiko sphere, energy and songs are all shared. So here's Daipo. We're doing a little bit modified version of it if you've seen us perform this before. So best of luck to everyone. Have fun and enjoy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy Daipo. All right, on behalf of, oh, it's loud. On behalf of Tsunami Taiko, we'd like to thank you all for coming to this wonderful event on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. We're honored to be here. We're thrilled to be here. And we just hope you get home safely. Enjoy the rest of the performances. And make sure you cheer really loud for Miss Paula Funga coming up. So enjoy. Thank you again, Kilohana. Thank you again, Lexi, for emceeing. And we are Tsunami Taiko. Thank you again. And aloha.
Yes, a round of applause for Tsunami Taiko. Ladies and gentlemen, let them hear you. Let's get it. Whee! So beautiful. Wow, wow. I mean, I was just buzzing over there. I didn't want it to stop at all. No, I did not. Having some fun. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Fancy Davila as well as Chris Molina. Woo! Thank you so much for being here today, and take it away.
Hello, everyone. Good morning or afternoon. How's everybody doing? Woo! All right. Well, like Lexi said, my name is Chris Molina. I work for the Lili'ua Kalani Trust, and I'm super stoked to see you guys all out here having fun. We're making music together. We're having a good time. One of the reasons why I'm up here today is because I have a privilege in the community to do youth suicide and bullying prevention, normally with Haleopio. And so Alice asked if I could share a few words. So I wanted to start with one of my favorite quotes, and I was hoping that folks could join in. So how many of you have heard the quote, "Where there's hope, there's life"? Raise your hand. All right. So I'm going to say, "Where there's hope," and you're going to say,
There's life.
"There's life." All right, let's try it. Where there's hope.
There's life.
Where there's hope.
There's life.
One more time. Where there's hope.
There's life.
So I want to remind everybody that the way we get through things, through challenging things, is we have to lean into them and we have to draw from our strengths. How many of you guys drove here today? Anybody drive here? Yeah, I don't think most people can walk here. Well, if you go in your car and you look at your car, there's this thing that measures the amount of fuel you have, right? How many of you guys drive your car until the car goes empty and breaks down and then you get gas? So my question is, why do we treat our mental health and our self-care the way that we do? Why do some of us drive until we're empty, right? We shouldn't be driving until we're empty. We got to remember to fill our tanks. And so one of the things that I did, and Lexi can tell you this morning, is I made sure I filled my tank so I was ready for you guys. I went to the gym, I worked out, I went for a walk in the sun, and I went to Tip Top and I ate a big old bowl of oxtail soup. So my tank is full, people. And I want to tell you, every single one of you, whether you're an adult or you're a child or you're a teenager, every single one of you is the CEO of your life. Does anybody know what CEO stands for? Don't yell it out, it's a rhetorical question. So CEO to me stands for Chief Encouragement Officer and Chief Energy Officer. You are in charge. You are the Chief Energy Officer and you are the Chief Encouragement Officer for yourself. So if you wake up in the morning, you get up out of bed and you're like, man, today's gonna be horrible. You can do the same thing that you do in your car when you hear a song that you don't like. You can turn the station, okay? So when you wake up in the morning and you start hearing those negative thoughts in your head, you start feeling like, oh, I'm tired. Oh, I can't do this. Change the track. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude, all right? The more we focus on the things that are going well in our lives, the more we're able to do all of the things that we want to do. Okay? So make sure you're filling your tank, and if you don't like what you're hearing in your head, make sure you change the station. All right, so I only have 5 minutes, so I have one last piece of advice that I want to give you. I want to tell each and every single one of you, no matter who you are, no matter where you came from, no matter where you were born, no matter how much you know, each one of you has the potential to be great. Every single one of you has the potential to be great. And I'm going to give you the recipe for greatness. Who's ready to hear the recipe for greatness? All right. So it's 3 easy steps. All right. So everybody that can hear my voice, go like this. Up in the air, everybody. All right. So what this represents, okay, you can put your arms down. What this represents is, in order to be great, you have to be plugged into something that's bigger than yourself. For some people, that's keakua or God, religion. For some people, that's clubs. For some people, that's being involved in the community. But if you are not plugged in, get plugged in. You have to be part of something bigger than yourself. Not just because you have somewhere to give something, but also you have a way to receive something. All right, so we did this. Now let's do this. Go, put your hands out right in front of you, all right? And what that means is reach out. You can put your hands down. You want to reach out. So every day you want to make sure that you're reaching out to somebody, whether that's a parent, whether that's a friend, whether that's a pastor, a teacher, a counselor, a stranger walking into the store, and you just say hi. We need to connect with other people, okay? So every day you want to connect with other people. All right, now finally I want everybody to do this, especially if you woke up this morning and you're angry. We're going to put our arms around ourselves. Do that. Hug yourself, okay? This is the very last one. You need to be kind to yourself. You need to take time to take care of yourself. If you don't take that time, then you cannot do this, and you cannot do this. Okay, so let's do this one more time. All right, everybody go like this. Reach up. Say, reach up.
Reach out!
Reach out.
Reach out!
Reach in.
Reach in!
Reach up.
Reach out!
Reach out.
Reach out!
Reach in.
Reach in!
All right, everybody just hold for 5 seconds. Just give yourself a nice hug. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, pop quiz, all right? When I do the motions, you guys say the sound, okay? Ready? All right, give yourselves a hand. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you have a wonderful time. The rules here, positive vibes only, all right? Take it easy, everybody. I'm going to pass it over to my friend, Francie.
Thank you, Chris, so much. Chris, you got some energy. I see your tank is full right now. Yes, you. Awesome. My name is Francie Davila. I am the executive director, also co-founder of Kauai Mental Health Advocates, also known as KMHA. I'm also a licensed clinician, and I have to admit, while standing up here and especially going after Chris, it's exciting. I'm a little nervous right now. I've had there's been so many awesome performers that have already come on the stage, work through those nerves so that they can share the love that they were feeling inside and being able to connect with everyone out there. I just want to say, when I came up here, I really thought there would be a lot more young people here. Young adults, adolescents, people that are growing into understanding what the world is like and how they see themselves in it. When we're navigating the world and when we're growing into who it is that we are, sometimes we're trying to figure it out with so many different messages out there. We can be listening to the messages from home, from our parents, from our friends, from social media, from school, from things that we see while we're going grocery shopping, that we're hearing on the radio. And in all of these messages, it's up to us to figure out what is it that's going to stick? What is it that's going to make me feel full? What is it that's going to show me how to love myself? When we love ourselves, it's easier to love each other. Sometimes we're thinking, actually, I just need somebody to love me, and then things will be all right. But what if that person is me? What if that person is us? We wake up with us, we go to sleep with us, and every single day there's a part of us that if we're searching for it outwards, but we can't find it inwards, that it's going to be harder to hear it, see it, and feel it sometimes from the community. Now, I want to say this. It takes a lot of courage to get up here. I'm still flowing through them, y'all. When we come up here, we're talking also about bullying. And bullying is a real thing that we all are connected to. This is something that the collective needs to and wants to be a part of, where we are solution-based, where we are finding action pieces. If it isn't that we haven't been bullied, then maybe we were bullies. If it isn't that we were a bully, or we got bullied, maybe we saw something happen. And this is something that's very real, especially for the young people in our lives. If we are able to recognize it in our young, if we are able to help support our young people that are growing into who they are and tell them that they are not alone, that there are people out there that want to hear, want to know, and want to connect with them, that will bring them to a point where they can be braver to be in the world, be who they are, and love themselves. I just want to say, the more that we do that for ourselves as adults, we're going to be able to show and represent that as role models for our young people. And I want to say thank you for having us today. Chris, thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone,
Yes,
for your time,
definitely.
for your aloha. Let's keep it going for our next group of people. I'm looking for Lexi.
Lexi, we see you.
Here we are.
All
Ooh,
right.
so fun. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Pansy Davila as well as Chris Molina. Woo. Oh, what a treat. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some big energy. We got some big love coming in hot. Yes, we do. Our self-proclaimed big mouth for big aloha. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Dawn O'Brien.
Eo Kauai. I'm Auntie Dawn of the Choose Aloha program. I go into 310 schools, including Hanalei, Kekaha. I go all over the state of Hawaii. Today we're going to go real fast, and I want to thank you for being here. But somebody repeat after me, because I really like what Chris just did when he said, reach up, try hanaho yourself, reach up, reach out, and reach in. I liked that repeating thing, so repeat after me. Hurt people, but aloha people, aloha people. Now, aloha is the spirit of Kauai. It's the spirit of our state. Does anybody know what it means? And if you are a student in middle school, high school, I have special stickers. These are Choose Aloha stickers, very limited edition. Is there any middle schooler or high schooler willing to come up? Come up, ladies, come up, come up, come up. Come up right here. Give her a big hand. Huge hand. It takes a lot of courage to come up. Public speaking is the #1 fear in the world. #2 is death. Hi, what's your name?
Marlon Nishida.
Lovely, Miss Nishida. Okay, and Miss Nishida, what is your school and what grade?
I'm a sophomore at Kapata High School.
Kapaa High School! Give it up! Kapaa High School, what is aloha? For $5 zillion and the big pageant tonight, what is aloha?
Like, what do you mean? Like, well, technically, aloha is either like you love someone, like showing your affection to them, or technically just saying hello or goodbye. It doesn't matter what it means. It's on the inside, technically, how you say it.
Wow, everybody a big hand for Miss Nishida, Kapaa High School. Well done. All right, we've been sitting for a while, so everybody give me a 7th inning stretch right there. Go ahead, give yourself 7th inning stretch. I want to share a story with you since today we're talking about the B word. How many of you have ever heard the B word, which is bullying? Yeah, not that other B word. It was in the 3rd grade that I first saw the biggest, baddest bully I would ever encounter of 3rd grade. 3rd grade, I was like 1/3 my size. I'm kind of a tall, big Polynesian chick. I'm half Irish, I'm half Tongan. I got all the temper and a body to back it up. But back then, I was just a little kid. How many little kids do we have here? Can I hear a chee-hoo for 6th grade and under? Chee-hoo! And by the way, the middle schoolers sounded amazing. Thank you for singing. 3rd grade, I had a best friend. His name was Kimo. He was in the 5th grade. And Kimo would do me a big favor. I was really, really shy and nervous. And when I would have to catch the public school bus in the morning, I hated it. Because when you walk on the bus, it looks like this. Like all these people are facing you and they're looking at you. And I would kind of do this dance. And I would look for a chair on the bus, and I looked like the penguin from Happy Feet, like that. And then suddenly a hand would shoot up, and my best friend Kimo, 5th grade, big Hawaiian boy, he would raise his hand and he'd say, Don, I have a seat for you, come sit by me. Can you guys put your hand on your heart and say safe? He was my safe person. And one day at recess, this is on the Big Island, out in the country, kind of like Kauai, we didn't hear the bell ring. In fact, we were kind of far. We were out picking the Japanese man's lychee tree. And so we didn't hear the bell ring, and when we turned back to the school, everybody was gone, which means they were in class. And so we started hoofing it. We were running. We were in trouble. But as we turned the last hallway to get to my class, because Kimo was dropping me off, right when we turned the corner, we saw the 6 biggest, baddest bullies in the school. Is this going to be a good story or a bad story? Really bad, evil story. 6 biggest, baddest bullies, and they walked right up and they divided us. They got between me and Kimo, and then I fell back because I was a little kid, and they started picking on Kimo. They said, hey, Kimo, brah, you stink every day. And you know what? I think I know why. I think it's because, brah, get this, you're homeless, loser. That's what you are, right? I took a second step back because I was shocked. I didn't realize that every day after school, we caught the bus, and Kimo would always come, and I'd invite him to my house, and we would have snack and do our homework, and then he would go. But he never, ever invited me to his house. And it dawned upon me when I was standing there, oh my gosh, he's homeless. But they continued to bully him, and pretty soon the mean words, which are mean words good or bad? Bad, very bad. But they went beyond the mean words. They started to hurt my friend Kimo and his little sister who was in the 1st grade. Now, are hurtful actions good or bad? And remember, we said hurt people hurt people. In that moment, family, I'm really embarrassed to say that I didn't do anything. In fact, I ran away. Do you know that I grew up and I found out that when you watch somebody do something mean or say something mean to your friend or to your family member, it's called not just to stand by, can you say bystander? That you do nothing, but the opposite of a bystander is an upstander. Everybody kind of puff your chest out right there. Stand up to your full height, and you say stop. But I didn't do that. I ran away. At the end of the day, I went to go catch the bus, and guess who was waiting for me on the bus and saving me a seat? Kimo, my best friend. And he was a little bit bus up. He had been in a fight with those guys. I had run away. I didn't see the end of it. And he was sitting there waiting for me with the seat saved, and he kind of raised his hand because he was embarrassed. And then he put it back down because I saw him, and I walked away and I sat by myself. I was embarrassed. I wasn't embarrassed that Kimo was homeless. I was embarrassed that I didn't do anything to help my friend. How many of you right now, I'm going to pause, how many of you have ever been scared in the middle of a really bad situation and you didn't know what to do and you kind of made not the best choice? Thank you for being brave enough to hold up your hand. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much, Chris. It takes courage to raise your hand. I was really scared. When I got home, I was crying. I saved all my tears when I got home. And I told my mom, I said, Mommy, something really bad happened at school today. And she said, what happened? And I told her what happened to Kimo. And she said, oh, Dawn, just say sorry. Can you guys say the word sorry, please? Say sorry. The sorry is a wonderful word that helps to heal hearts. And remember, we said hurt people, but aloha people, and they say sorry. The next morning, I went to go catch the bus, and I saw it roll up, and my friend Kimo, I could tell, was really still hurt. He's still bus up from the fight. And he didn't raise his hand. He just looked at me, but he looked back down, and he was ashamed. And I walked right up to Kimo, and I said, Kimo, I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do, and I was scared, but I promise I'm never going to do that again. You're my friend, and I'll always stand up for you. I'm sorry. And he forgave me. By the way, can you guys do this right there? This is what forgiveness is. This isn't dandruff. Look at your neighbor and say, it's not dandruff. This is somebody else's hurt and their hate. When you forgive, you dust it off. You let it go. Everybody make like Princess Elsa and say, let it go. Oh, you know that one. All right, so the moral of my story, and that's a true story that I did in 3rd grade, was that my friend Chemo, I didn't stand up for him, but I learned to stand up. And once you know better, you do better. Turn to your friend and say, you do better. You do better. I got one more story to tell you. And I want to do, this is a true story. So that was about Chemo 3rd grade. I grew up, I became a teacher. I work out on the west side of Oahu. We got some Hawaiian hammers out there. But how many of you know sometimes adults do bad or mean things? Sometimes it's adults, not just kids. And so I was in a classroom where I was on the teaching staff, and there was a wonderful young man. His name was Kaipo. Kaipo was about 6'2", tall Hawaiian boy. He was a freshman in our class. And he always sat right in the front, very respectful. And one day I walked into the cafeteria, and Kaipo was sitting there, and he kind of looked like this. And I said, Kaipo, you okay? What does that look like, good or bad, everybody? It's really bad. He was sad. I said, Kaipo, you want to talk about it? And he goes, no. And then I said, Kaipo, you okay? He didn't say anything, so I had to just show him a heart. Can you guys show me a heart? Because sometimes you can't do anything or say anything very nice, but you can show a heart. Baby heart, they got the baby hearts right there. I love it. Or here's the other one from Korean pop drama. So baby heart. So I just showed him a heart. Kaipo's sitting there, and as I started to dig into my food, I noticed him staring at my food. Oh, wait, back to the school story. So we're in class. He always sits up front, very respectful boy. And the teacher stands next to him, and she goes, brah, somebody in this class stinks. You know what? You wear your same shirt every day. Why don't you get a new shirt and try deodorant while you're at it, loser? And then she walked away. Now, how do you think the rest of the class felt when she was doing that to the one student? And it was pretty evident who she was talking about. Kaipo. Everybody felt bad. Some people laughed because they were nervous. But here's the deal. Remember me in 3rd grade when my best friend Chemo? And I flashed back to that, and I flashed back to the promise I made that I would stand up for my friend. That's my ride or die. That's my family and my friend. I'm going to stand up for him. So I was really, really angry. Now remember, I'm Auntie Dawn. I'm the Aloha ambassador of the state of Hawaii. But I wanted to do something to her that wasn't nice. It was angry. Everybody show me your angry fist and your angry face. Show me an angry face. Grrr. Show your parents your angry face. No. They already saw your angry face. That's okay. They see it too much. Show me your angry. So I was really angry. And in that moment, I wanted to go up on this teacher and I wanted to hurt her because she hurt that boy. But my Aloha ambassadors, I had to take a breath. Everybody put your hand on your heart. One hand on your na'au, your core. Take a deep breath. Ready, go. Blow it out through your mouth. One more. I was really mad. I took 4 breaths. Last one. Ready, go. In. And then I waited till the end of class. I calmed down. And as all the students left, I told the teacher, I said, I know you were yelling at Kaipo, yeah? She goes, no, I didn't say his name. I said, no, it was pretty obvious. Did you know that Kaipo's homeless? And she said, Don, how you know that? I said, because I was having lunch with him one day. And as I began to eat my lunch, he was having a hard day. I could tell he was having a sad day. He didn't want to talk about it. But as I started to eat my lunch, he kept staring at my food. And I said, oh, Kaipo, you hungry? I'm sorry, Kaipo, you hungry? And he goes, no, miss, no. But he kept looking at my food. And then I lied. I said, I don't like chicken nuggets. Do you want my chicken nuggets? How many of you love chicken nuggets? I love my nuggies. Love it, right? And so I said, oh, I'm kind of allergic. I have allergies. You can have it. And he took it and he goes, you sure, Auntie Dawn? And within about a minute and a half, it was mopped, gone. I went back to the kitchen. I got one more plate, brought it back to him. And do you know what he told me after he was all done? He said, Auntie Dawn, I'm homeless. I live out at Waianae Boat Harbor. I walk to school. I Googled it later. It's 11 miles one way. And he said, this is my only shirt, and when I get home, I wash them, I hang them up, and the next morning when dry, I put them back on and I walk to school. And so I told the teacher this story, and she said, I didn't know that, Dawn. I said, I know. That's why I waited to tell you. So instead of judging someone, maybe we can be a little more compassionate and have aloha. Can everybody say aloha? Thank you. So the moral of the story, family, is that when I was a little girl, I realized that aloha always wins. That when something bad happens in our world, and by the way, have we had like a hard, stressed, sad world lately since COVID-19? Has it been extra tough, right? I'm trying to put this thing in here. And so when I go to all the schools, and I've been to Wilcox Elementary, Kekaha, I've been out to Ele Elementary, can you guys just do me a quick favor? Because I got to tell my boss I actually flew to Kauai on Sunday of spring break, and I had to do work today, okay? So I got to show this. Ready? When I go to the schools, I teach them this. Number one, aloha. Guys, do the aloha. Aloha, say it, aloha. And then the heart is a muscle, so when you use it, you make it bigger. Say, always wins. Ready? Say it faster. Aloha, always wins. Last time, really fast. Ready, set, go. Aloha, always wins. My name's Auntie Dawn O'Brien. I hope you remember that aloha always wins. Chee-hoo! Shaka smile, shaka smile, shaka smile.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Kauai's own Bronson Iwohi. Yee!
Who in here plays the ukulele? Oh, I know he does. If you guys want to do private lessons, this is the guy right here to go to. He knows exactly what he's doing. Unfortunately, a guy like me that picks up the ukulele, I know half of what I'm doing. Just half. What they call Hawaiian style, just press. But yeah, we learned growing up. I got to do a bunch of Hawaiian music, and do a Hawaiian song for you now. That's one thing I would recommend if you guys would like to learn the music of this aina, this place we call home, Hawaii. Learn some Hawaiian music. Song entitled Hene Hene Kauaka. Hene hene kauaka, kauale ale apa, he me ama ama ia, avoy wende. Hene hene kauaka, kauale ale apa, he me ama ama ia, avoy wende. Kauila wa keneki, ho oni ko kino, he me ama ama iha, hapoi uwene. Kauila wa keneki, oni ko kino, he me ama ama iha, hapoi uwene. Yes, sir. Pahulu mako, haya nai kalipoa, He me ama iha, for you and I. Look at him on a cake. He kapahulu mako, and I kalipoa. He me ama iha, for you and I. Our eyes have met, our lips not yet. Malama pono poquito, I'm gonna get you, yeah. Our eyes have met, our lips not yet. Malama pono poquito, I'm gonna get you, yeah. Ina mai ka huana, ko hole o opa. He me ama iha, hoi ine. Ha ina mai ka huana, ko hole o opa. He me ama iha, hoi ine. Hoi I and you, and all them two, and all them three, make it four, and all them four, and all them 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 again. Oh! Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we are celebrating 15 years of Ukulele Underground, I'm so honored and very, very grateful to introduce the one and only Kauai Zone, Aldrine Guerrero, alongside Aaron Nakamura. Ladies and gentlemen, here you go.
Pupu e iho wau e me hana Holi ana o e se kuupoli Pupu e iho wau e me hana Holi ana o e se kuupoli Mehe ala no e mai ana Au he akule Roselani Mehe ala no wei mai ana Au he akule Roselani Pani Malihini oe, malihini e Makano se ka haula e kamaina Malihini oe, malihini e Makano se ka haula e kamaina ia mai kapuana Oliana o e se ku'upoli Ha'ina ia mai kapuana Oliana o e se ku'upoli 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 Thank you so much. Our hula dancers over there. Round of applause for our hula dancers back there. Right on.
Nice to see everybody here. Huh? You want me to go up? Okay. Thanks, Lexi. So thank you, everybody, for coming out. Thank you, parents, for bringing your kids. Thank you, kids who came by themselves, our teenage section in the back, small but mighty. They're on their phones. And thank you to all the nonprofits for coming out. And this is the first one. We're hoping to do this every year. And the theme is bullying prevention and mental health. And this is because we went to the students at the 3 public high schools, and we said, what is the most important issue to you right now? And they told us the most important issues on our campus are bullying and mental health. And so we want them to know that we're listening to them, that we want to hear from them, that we want to provide them the supports that they need for the issues that they're struggling with. And bullying is an issue that, is here in our schools, but it's not just here in Hawaii, it's a national issue. And so we are so grateful to all of our entertainers and all of our speakers to share this message. And we certainly hope that you've had a good time and that you also learned something, that you took something away from this event, from one of our speakers or even one of the entertainers that you can share with your kids, because you're a very, very important model for your kids, right? They look at your behavior and then they do what you do. So we hope that you took some nuggets that you can share with your kids, and that if they're experiencing bullying, that they're not alone, and that, you're here for them, we're here for them. There's a whole community of people that wants to support them, because we know how hard it is, right, to experience that, just as Auntie Dawn had shared. So we want you to know that the kids, we want to provide things like this for them, and that's what we're all about. We lead an initiative called the Kauai Resilience Project that's focused on reducing, youth mental health issues, and by providing resilience skills and positive adult mentors and things like that. So we're so grateful to have you here. We hope you enjoyed it. Paula's coming on now, and then we'll wrap up. And so we'd love to hear from you as well. If you want to ever reach out to me and talk to us about what issues your kids are going through, I'd love to hear from you. Because, I've only been here 3 years, but, you know this place and you know what our kids need, I think, better than I. So our door is always open, and my phone is ready for your call. So please get involved if you want with the Kauai Resilience Project. Thank you.
Really great job. Round of applause for Alice and our Kauai Resilience Project and all the hands that go behind the scenes to bring events like this to life, as well as bring together our resources here on Kauai for us all. Shout out to our vendors who are here on a beautiful Sunday all day. We have our Kauai mental health advocates over there. Yes, we do. The Girl Scouts Hawaii, HMSA, Haleopio, and the Ho'okela Coalition. Yes. And we have our Kauai Community Science Center as well. They're all here for you, so be sure to check them out on your way out, your way in, explore, ask questions. They're there for you. And as we are getting the stage set and ready, I'm excited to announce our next artist, the closer of our show, the one we've all been patiently waiting for. We have Paula Fuga. Yes, let's hear it for her.
Right on. I want to say mahalo nui to all the makua who brought the keiki here today. Thank you so much. It's so nice to see all your guys' faces and be here. My name is Paula Funga. This is my best friend, Brad Watanabe, on bass. And Ethan Capone here on keys. And we're so honored to be here to play some music for you guys and talk a little bit about, I want to share with you guys my story, a little bit about it. Well, I know that this is the purpose of having this event is to address, feelings or thoughts surrounding bullying. And I was a kid that was bullied. I was bullied when I was a kid. It was kind of horrible, I lived on the beach a bunch of different times in my life. And by the time I was in intermediate, all the elementary school students would tease each other my name, Paula Funga. They'd look at you and point and say, oh, you're Paula Fuga. And like tease people, my name. Once I went down to the gym and I climbed up on the playground and my name was on the thing. And it was like, just like horrible things that I don't even want to talk about, you know what I mean? And it was like the worst feeling. And just being like that all the way till I was like a young adult and I worked in the intermediate school that I was bullied in. Still, kids were being called by my name all those years later, just like an ugly word, you know? And it was like the worst thing. And through it all, I was lucky that I had examples of love and kindness and forgiveness, you know. I was lucky to have people in my life that actually really treated me with so much love and care and compassion, you know. My grandparents were my favorite people. When I would get bullied, you know, I know my grandpa come from school of hard knocks and tough love, and you know, there would be always that encouragement to stand up for yourself, to fight the bullies or whatever, you know. And violence is not the answer, you know. And I learned that, I know that now. I come from the hood, like I grew up on the streets, you know, so I was kind of a scrapper, you know, growing up. And I was this punchy little scrapper, and I was like full on defensive. I thought everybody was teasing me. Everybody was talking about me, you know, like I just felt like that. And it was a horrible feeling, you know. And I had to consciously decide what kind of adult I wanted to be in my life. I was about 12 years old, 13 years old. I had a crush on like this bad boy who liked to beat people up for fun, you know, and I thought I had to be bad too, you know, because that was cool. But I started to notice the difference in my mother's life and then my auntie's lives, you know. My auntie, she was a health aide at a school, and she had rules for her kids, and they got in trouble when they did bad things, you know, and I sometimes you look at that and you think, oh, what a drag, you know, you got to listen to people's rules. But I thought it was a beautiful thing. And I wanted to be like my auntie when I grew up. I wanted to be that mom with all the strict rules. And, you know, I wanted to be that mom where I just look at my kid and they know what I'm thinking and know what not to do. That's the kind of mom I wanted to be. And, anyway, you know, I notice in life, it's the kindness and love that I'm attracted to in people. It's the gentleness, you know, and I think that it took growing up and having nieces and nephews and falling in love with them and wanting the best for them and wanting to make sure that I leave a better world than I found when I came into this world, wanting to make a difference in the lives of the kids, you know, that are coming up after me. And I think that that's such a beautiful thing. And today, back when I was a kid, you know, I was kind of a bully. I was trying not to tell you guys that, but I was. And I think it was because I had to. It was the only way that I knew how to protect myself and my sister. You know, she's like a year younger than me, and like, hey, kids are picking on you. Sometimes the only thing you know is to retaliate with that violence, with that same anger and hate, you know? And I really, truly, 100% believe, and I know this to be true, that what you put out into the universe comes back to you 10 times more, whether it's good or bad. And I had to change my life. I had to soften myself, be more loving, be more compassionate. I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to be all those things, and I feel like it's a lifelong journey. But anyway, I'm gonna play you guys this song because music is the one thing that has been with me throughout my whole life. Having this gift and a way to express myself is like a huge thing, you know? And so if you guys are frustrated, find something, find an outlet to get out those emotions or those feelings. For me, I do it with writing songs, and I want to play you guys this. This is my mad song. I wrote this about some people that I was gonna have to see forever, like every single day for like the next 10 years of my life. And I just wanted to tell them stuff, but without actually, you know, sometimes it's hard to like, you know, express your thoughts and feelings with talking. So sometimes singing is better. And I wrote this song, it's called Tangled. It's a song about a dirty, dirty dog. Oh, this itching in my throat. I try to be respectful, maintaining my pride. Give benefits of doubt, think I can do without. Hope you'll feel my silence and my positive vibes. You're a dog, I'm allergic to you. I thought that we'd be cool, but tell me, what am I supposed to do? You dog said I'm allergic to fools. I mistake my kindness for weakness. What you do comes back to you. See you walking down the street. Oh man, you look so thin. I offer something to eat. Take more than I'm giving. Think life ain't worth living. Get tangled in your cycle. Learn to set yourself free, dog. I'm allergic to you. I thought that we'd be cool, but tell me, what am I supposed to do? You dog said I'm allergic to fools. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. What you do comes back to you. Don't you come barking up my tree. Don't think you're taking over my territory. You're the brunt of the litter, so don't let your head get bigger. Shoot you with the hose, will take my finger off the trigger. You're a dog, I'm allergic to you. I thought that we'd be cool, but tell me, what am I supposed to do? You dog said I'm allergic to fools. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. What you do comes back to you. D.O.G. Don't you come barking up my tree. Don't think you're taking over. Think you're taking over. Think you're taking over my territory. Said I'm allergic to fools. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. What you do comes back to you. You're a dog. I'm allergic to you. I thought that we'd be cool, but tell me, what am I supposed to do? You a dog. Said I'm allergic to fools. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. What you do comes back to you. Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay. 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 I wanted to also encourage all you parents to watch your kids and watch what kind of gifts that they have, they naturally develop, you know? Because I believe that every single person on earth is born with a gift. And it's our kuleana to figure out what our gifts are individually and then use those gifts to better ourselves, our ohana, and our community. 100%. I know that I was really lucky to have a very real and tangible and obvious gift. I knew I could sing by the time I was 3 years old. I knew I was better than my mom. For real. I was processing song lyrics on the radio and thinking about songs that I might want to write when I grew up, when I was 4. You know, I knew that I was going to be a singer. I know that my gift was very special and pretty rare, you know, the way that I'm able to tap into my emotions and sing the way that I do. It's so much soul and passion. I also know that it's the reason that I am able to tap into all those emotions is because of all the hurt that I endured throughout my life, because I know that when you're able to sing with that rich passion, you must have felt something deep, you know, in your life to be able to go that deep within yourself and emote that way. I know it. I know it's a gift. I know that all the things that I endured was also part of that gift that I have of music to share with all of you. And I just want to encourage you parents to pay attention to those gifts, those strengths that your keiki have, because you can make all the difference in their success, in their life, whatever gift that they might have, you know. It could be literally anything, you know. Let them explore, let them help guide them. I don't have any kids, but I wanted to be that mom that just look at her kid and they behave. And also that mom that fully support my kids' dreams and just help them become whoever they're meant to be on earth. And I feel like the reason I didn't end up having kids was because if I did, I would have focused only on them and I never would have pursued music. And I know that music is the reason I'm here on earth, you know. I know that 100%. And anyway, which will lead me to this next song. The best song that I've ever written, song called Too Hot Mama. A song from my perspective as an infant, singing to my makua and my kupuna, who cared for me and gave me so much love while I was just a little baby. And I want to sing this song for you guys. Too hot, mama, I'm just too high. Too hot, mama, I'm just too high. Too hot, mama, I'm just too high. It's too hot, mama, I'm just too high. Swing me under the avocado tree. Tie a rope to your foot so you could check on me. Sing to me of your joys and sorrows. See the hope in my eyes of a better tomorrow. I'm too hot, mama, I'm just too high. Too hot, mama, I'm just too high. Too hot, mama, I'm just too high. You're too hot, mama, I'm just too high. I'll go anywhere the wind blows. Born in the winter, I was made for the cold. Born in the winter, I was made for the cold. Better open up the windows. Let the wind blow through, let it fill your soul. Let the wind blow through, let it fill your soul. Comfort me when I'm scared and frightened of the wind, of the rain, of the thunder and lightning. Dry my tears, kiss my fears away. Some extra love when I've had a bad day. Hold me close, whisper sweet and low. Say you'll be with me wherever I roam. And if someone ever wins your heart, don't lose yourself trying to play some part. I'm telling you, I'm too hot, mama, I'm just too hot. Yeah, sing along, everybody. Too hot, mama, I'm just too hot. Too hot, mama, I'm just too hot. Yeah, too hot, mama, I'm just too hot. Yeah, too hot, mama, I'm just too hot. Yeah, too hot, mama, I'm just too hot. It's too hot, mama, I'm just too